Have you ever felt like you're living in a world that's constantly changing around you, but you have no idea why? Have you ever felt like the ground beneath your feet is shifting and you're struggling to keep up? I know that feeling all too well. It's the feeling of being lost in a world that's being driven by forces beyond our control. But it doesn't have to be this way. The awakening of the masses is happening all around us. It's a wave of energy and inspiration, a surge of hope and optimism, that is sweeping across the globe. For far too long, we have been asleep, living in a world that is ruled by lies and illusions. But now we are waking up, we are realizing that we have the power to create the world that we want to see, a world that is based on justice, equality, and freedom for all. This awakening is what the world has been waiting for. It's the moment when we finally realize that we are not alone and that there are others out there who share our vision for a better world. It's the moment when we realize that we have the power to create real change and to break free from the chains of our own ignorance and apathy. This awakening is a wave of energy that is carrying us forward and pushing us towards a new and better future. It's a time of hope and optimism, a time of belief in ourselves and in the power of humanity to create a better world. Consider the dynamic changes that are happening all around us. The emergent, seemingly confusing energetic changes that are taking place may seem chaotic and confusing at first, but they are actually part of the creative process that is now underway. The awakening that we are experiencing is first and foremost a destructive process. It is the process of eliminating anything that is unreal or anything that stands in the way of personal development and progress. This can be a difficult and sometimes painful experience, but it is a necessary one. But at the same time, there is a creative process happening as well. As we eliminate the things that are holding us back, we are making room for new growth and new possibilities. We are discovering new truths about ourselves and the world around us. And as we do so, we are creating a new and better future. These two dynamics work simultaneously, and they are part of the same process. The destruction of the old is necessary to make way for the new, and the new is necessary to bring about true change. We all want to be informed and prepared, to have the freedom to make our own choices, and to live in a world that's fair and just. But how can we do that when the same people and institutions that we rely on for guidance and direction are constantly lying and cheating, turning our economy into a horrific mess? Awakening comes at a cost that it's not an easy road to travel. It requires us to face difficult truths, to confront our own biases and prejudices, and to work tirelessly to make a change. And the hardest part of all, convincing others to join us in this fight. We must analyze and face the challenging circumstances and conditions that have led to the injustices we see around us. We must use reason and logic to convince others of the urgency of this cause. But sometimes it feels like an uphill battle. It feels like we're fighting against time, struggling to observe and record these injustices before they slip away. And it's not just a matter of persuading others, it's about holding ourselves accountable and being honest with ourselves about the role we play in perpetuating these injustices. As waking people, it can be difficult to witness the non-awakened being tossed back and forth without understanding what is really going on. It's even more disheartening to realize that many of the situations causing their confusion are engineered by those in power who seek to keep them in the dark. It's important for us as awakened individuals to help bring newcomers to their senses and help them see through the false realities that have been constructed for them. Many people are turning to alternative news sources in an effort to gain a better understanding of what is happening, and they are encountering a new reality that they may not have considered before. Once we have discovered the truth for ourselves, it is our duty to share it with others, even if it is not always a pleasant experience. We must help others see through the lies and illusions that have been propagated by those in power. It's important to act quickly in the face of our current situation. The span of time in which we live is short, and we must take advantage of every opportunity to create the world that we want to see. The search for truth is not an easy journey. It requires us to let go of the lies and illusions that we have relied upon for so long and face the harsh reality of the world around us. This can be a scary and overwhelming experience, and many people feel lost and unsure of where to turn. The chaos and confusion that we see in the world today are not accidental. They are intentionally created to keep people in the dark and prevent them from realizing their full potential. But despite this deliberate effort to keep us down, we are seeing a great revival of the human spirit. We must not let the fear of the unknown hold us back. Yes, the truth can be scary, and the journey towards it may be long and difficult. But the rewards of living in a world of truth and justice are immeasurable. It's a world where we are no longer held back by the lies and illusions that have been created to keep us in the dark. In a world where lies and illusions are all around us, it is more important than ever to think independently and engage our common sense. We cannot rely on mainstream news sources to provide us with the truth, and we must seek out alternative news sources in order to discover what is really happening in the world. But it's not just about finding the right sources of information. It's also about tapping into empowering sources that feed the soul and inspire the heart. We need to surround ourselves with positive, uplifting energy that helps us stay motivated and focused on our goals. And it's important to connect with like-minded souls, people who share our vision for a better world. We need to create a community of people who are committed to creating change and who support and uplift each other along the way. It's time to spread the message far and wide. The more people who are awakened to the truth, the faster we can achieve the final breakthrough and complete liberation of planet Earth. Listen closely to the whispers of the winds of change. Can you hear them? They carry a message of hope, a message of a new beginning, and a message of the complete liberation of planet Earth. But we cannot achieve this alone. We need more voices, more people who are awakened to the truth and committed to creating change. We need to spread this message far and wide, creating a community of like-minded souls who are united in their quest for a better world. So I urge you to start spreading this message. Use your creativity and imagination to share it with others. Create art, music, or literature that inspires and uplifts. Use social media, email, or any other means at your disposal to get the word out. And don't forget to tap into empowering sources of inspiration that feed the soul and inspire the heart. Connect with others who share your vision for a better world and work together towards a common goal. The final breakthrough for the complete liberation of planet Earth is within our reach. It's a moment when we will finally break free from the chains of our own ignorance and apathy and create a world that is based on justice, equality, and freedom for all. It's a moment that we have been waiting for, and it's a moment that is within our grasp. So let us be creative. Let us use our voices and our talents to spread this message far and wide. Let us inspire and uplift, and let us work together towards a common goal. The time for action is now, and the power to create change is in our hands. Let us make the final breakthrough toward complete liberation of the planet.